I think one of the most beautiful things about the Apostle John was what he presented to himself about who he was. The Apostle John presented to himself who Jesus was. He said, I believe you're the Son of God, and I believe you were sent by the Father. But what John presented to himself is very unique. Might have been others that did it, but we don't have any record of any of the other apostles being as strong as John was. We don't have any other record. But John was the one who constantly said, the Lord loves me. I'm the one the Lord loves. I'm his favorite. I taught this years ago, and there's a friend of mine, Rick Rupp. He sends out a little thing, and he always, at the end of every text, he's got, is it his favorite? I think it's his favorite he puts in there. And then Cliff Cord and him were arguing the other day about who's the favorite. The beautiful thing is God's big enough for us to all be his favorite. But here's an incredible thing you think about the Apostle John. He presented to himself this truth, and he presented to where the point he was so fully persuaded that he was God's favorite, that he was the loved of the Lord, that when they went to eat, John would be the one, because they laid down to eat, John would be the one who always put his head on Jesus' chest. His faith brought him to an action and a confidence. Doesn't it irritate you when people do that? Doesn't it bother you when they think they got so much favor that they always take the best place, and I got a friend, and every time he gets upgraded in a plane, he says, "Oh, the favor of God is on my life." It irritated some of my staff because they didn't get upgraded. So, we're not favored. I mean, and I always say, don't condemn the man. Don't get mad at the Apostle John or anybody else that thinks they're God's favorite. Just get your own patho. It's like if you're going to talk in my house, you can't be shy. Well, nobody let me talk. No, you don't get to talk in my house, in my household. If you want to have a part of the discussion, you crowd right up to the trough like an old hog and just start slopping in there, yelling and screaming until somebody shuts up. We're not all going to be quiet and let you talk. We're not polite that way. Man, could you see all 12 disciples trying to put their head on Jesus' chest? And that's one reason why Jesus said, it's better that I go than stay. Because if I go, all of you can have intimacy with the Spirit that I'm sending. There's only one flesh that I got, and you couldn't bite it enough and drink it enough. There won't be enough to go around. But when I go to heaven, I'll send the Spirit, and the Spirit is life. And you, each one can have the Spirit, and it can be intimate and be your best friend and be the one that's closest to. And you can say, I'm the Lord's beloved. Well, that's just kind of hard to believe. I just don't have that personality. Well, ditch your personality. Get a new one. If you want to live by faith, if you want to live by circumstances and by all the bumps in the road and by everybody what everybody else does,